So getting back to what we were talking about, some of the reasons why I have you journal is so we can actually see how many calories, run in a roundabout way, that you are taking in and putting out. That way we can see what we can modify and what works and what doesn't. Sometimes um, with the calories, just having, we start out with a certain level, and sometimes people don't lose weight in the with the equations that we use, and sometimes they do lose weight. Sometimes we recommend too little amount of calories and people bump it up and they still lose weight. So um, it's important that we actually get a good idea, and that's why we journal. Um, and so then I can give you some feedback. Some of the other reasons why we journal is just to see yourself. You can see how much that you're taking in a day. Some people don't realize what they're eating actually. Um, so I think it's a good thing to just see. It's a good tool, and it doesn't mean that we have to use it the rest of our lives. But I think when you journal, you eat something, later down the road when you're not journaling, you can look at it and say, okay, that's 500 calories, or that's 200 calories, or that's 500 milligrams of sodium, because you use that tool and you learned about how to journal, how much calories has what. Um, so that's kind of a brief summary on calories, journaling, why we have a calorie amount. So again, just to kind of um, summarize things, we have a certain amount of calories that we have per day that we need to eat, and we minus a certain amount so that we can lose weight. And so that's the idea. And then we also have a certain calorie level that we try to stick to maintain as well, because there will be a maintenance period after we do lose weight. And so that's a good segue into the body likes a certain point that it likes to be at, where you feel comfortable. So you may notice maybe in the past where you have lost weight, and then all of a sudden you're stuck. You're at this plateau. That's because your body doesn't want to get rid of anymore. It always wants to be at the most efficient level that it can be. And so sometimes it'll be kind of stop. And so we need to then if that happens, sometimes we need to readjust. Sometimes you even have to increase calories to kind of trick the body. It's a really fascinating, interesting thing. So again, that's an example of losing weight doesn't always mean just eating less calories. So that's why it's important to work together, so we can kind of figure out what we need to do, and then we can just readjust. Some of the readjusting. Let me back up too, and something I forgot. So I think oftentimes we wonder what are low calorie foods. So our goal always is to eat less calories but feel full. So how do we do that? And that's mainly through, and we've said this before, but non-starchy vegetables, so plant-based diet that's not processed. Those things like carrots, broccoli, salad, spinach, onion, any kind of non-starchy vegetables. If you can fill your plates up with that,